Hey, what's up, YouTube? Jada up here to talk about this latest episode of SmackDown, but more importantly, talk about Jeff Hardy and his match with CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship in a loser leaves WWE steel cage match. Even though I knew it was gonna. Oh, and if you aren't subscribed, click the yellow button over there. Thanks. Even though I knew it was gonna happen, even though it was expected, even though it was speculated for months, finally it has been confirmed. Jeff Hardy will be leaving WWE. He lost the loser leaves WWE match versus CM Punk, and he's gone. He gave a great goodbye speech to the fans in attendance and all of us fans watching at home. And yeah, even though I will say I'm not the biggest Jeff Hardy fan in the world that you will find, it still got to me. Okay, it still got to me. And I'll admit that right now, it got to me. I started watching WWE in 1999. Jeff Hardy and his brother Matt Hardy debuted in WWE around that time. So basically, I followed his whole career in WWE. I watched him make history with his brother Matt Hardy in the tag team division. I watched him become an innovator. I watched him become a legend in the tag team division in WWE and be one of the most memorable tag team competitors in all of the history of WWE. I watched that as it happened. I watched Jeff Hardy as he made the transition into the singles career, winning the light heavyweight championship, European championship, hardcore championship, intercontinental championship, and then finally, Jeff Hardy made it to the promised land in WWE, winning the World Heavyweight Championship, winning the WWE Championship, and becoming a main eventer. Not only becoming a main eventer, becoming a legitimate main eventer. I've criticized Jeff Hardy in the past before, wondering whether he could become a legitimate main eventer, and he proved me wrong numerous times. Now, no matter what your view on Jeff Hardy is, you cannot deny that he gave his life, he gave his body in that ring every single week. No competitor in WWE goes out there every single week like Jeff Hardy does and performs at a peak level. No one. No one that comes to mind straight off the bat goes out there and competes at a level like Jeff Hardy does every single week. For that man to be in a TLC match, a brutal TLC match, an excellent TLC match at SummerSlam, then a couple of days later, mere days later, about 2 days later, compete in a steel cage match. And for him to give his all in both of those matches, that's something that has to be admired. I know people may criticize Jeff Hardy for the personal decisions that he's made in his life, and I'm not even going to beat around the bush for the drug use and everything like that. But how can I complain about that? Like, I've never criticized Jeff Hardy on that. Never. I've never held that against him at all. But how can I criticize him for that? Seeing as he goes out there, gives his body to the people like me sitting at home watching, to the people like the thousands of people in those arenas that pay for tickets, mostly probably just to see him. And for the millions of people watching at home, he gives his body for us every single week, goes down to that ring and gives us more than what we asked for and way more than what we deserve. How can I criticize him for that? When I'm a wrestling fan and he gives us wrestling at a peak level every single week. And let's talk about those epic moments that Jeff Hardy's provided us with. There's probably no person in history that has so many epic moments like Jeff Hardy does. When we first seen him go on top of a 20 or 25-foot ladder, and we're like, no, he's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. Oh my God, he just did it. And to have that happen and for people to think, oh my God, that's a career-ending move right there. And to have him do it again and again and again and again. You may say somebody like that has more guts than they do brains. you can't help but to admire the bravery of somebody like that, putting his body on the line many times. And I know it's sad to see him go. Like I said, I'm not the biggest Jeff Hardy fan, but I follow his career, and I can say that I am a fan of Jeff Hardy. I followed his whole career up until this point where his career possibly is ended for good. I'm sad to see him go, but I'm still glad that he's leaving on his own terms. Take somebody like Edge, for example. Edge competes at a high level all of the time, and he was forced to leave. Now, I'm not saying that Edge is never going to come back. It is a possibility, but he is going right now because he didn't understand when to quit when it was good for him. Jeff Hardy quit before he had a debilitating injury. He quit before he had to be, reserved to a wheelchair for the rest of his life. He quit while he was still able to walk, miraculously, still able to walk. So, all I have to say in this video, and this video is just not going to talk about anything else but Jeff Hardy. I have to say thank you. Thank you to Jeff Hardy. You've provided us with so many moments, and you've literally become an icon. And you did it on your own mic. So I just like to say thank you to Jeff Hardy in this video right there. People, give your thoughts on Jeff Hardy. I know I'm talking like he's died or something. Jeff Hardy is well and alive. Thankfully, after some of those moments where we thought he wouldn't survive, he still is alive and well, and I'm glad for that. And yeah, just give your thoughts on Jeff Hardy and his whole career. So I'll end this video right here. Peace out.